These are my two latest builds. Very excited about these. The Kinkaku-ji and the Yomeimon Gate. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly. Apologies if I haven't. The Kinkaku-ji was my first build. It was actually started off life as a real house, and then was converted and left in a will by the original shogunate, who built this to be a temple. And these are both real buildings. This is a super incredible setting right on a wonderful little lake in Kyoto. The Yomeimon Gate is actually a gate towards a complex of several buildings that are now that were a mausoleum. And again, these are both historic, very, very historic buildings, very ancient and well respected. So what we're going to do now is to take a look at these real buildings, see if we can look at the colors, see if they were gold, see if the colors can be changed to reflect the actual buildings as they are today. Well, here are the two buildings. The Kinkaku-ji down here is basically three colors. It's brown, white panels, this is the back, this is the front that actually faces the lake, which you can see down here from the back view, and you've got gold. It's actually known as the Golden Pavilion, and it's a fairly simple, straightforward build in those three basic colors. Now here in the Yomeimon Gate, you can see this is an array, it's a fantastic array of numerous different colors. The roof itself appears to be kind of a turquoise. I don't know what the material was. Maybe it's copper. Copper would typically go turquoise like this through aging. I don't know what it is. You can see we've got gold, we've got blue, we've got reds, we've got a lot of yellows, etc. So this is a very, very ornate building with numerous colors that go out at you. So let's take a look now at the actual settings of these two different buildings. On the left, you've got the Kinkaku-ji, which is actually on a wonderful pond. You can see the purple arrow pointing to the actual building itself. It doesn't look it, but in fact, if you saw the original pictures, you can see how the north and west areas just raise up and you've got some hills. And you can obviously see the many trees that were obviously much thicker, dense woods in its original day when it was constructed. On the right-hand side, you got the Yomeimon Gate, and you can see the actual green arrow that points to this very small gate surrounded by this huge complex of buildings. Again, the complex itself is surrounded by dense forest. So between the two buildings, we've got dense forest in common, we've got some hills in common, and what we're going to do now is take a quick look at the actual builds and cast your mind back to the actual color schemes of these two very different buildings. And then we're going to see if we can create a diorama. That's the big challenge, a diorama that has in common the hills, that has in common the woods and the forest, and the religious significance of these two amazing structures.